Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're having a beautiful day so far. And in today's video, I am really excited because we are actually going to be able to channel into the divine masculine perspective. Now, this is something that I've done here and there in the past, but usually in a video where I'm channeling both into the divine feminine and then kind of splitting off and channeling the divine masculine and then kind of combining the two. And maybe I'll do that kind of style video later because we will be doing a lot of extra videos here on the channel this upcoming 30 days. You guys who have been tuning in know that I'm doing a sort of 30-day challenge where I am posting mini readings every single day from now until mid-August, which, by the way, I would love for you to subscribe and support that journey if you do like and enjoy this content. But I noticed a couple more comments than usual from amazing, beautiful, awakened, divine masculines who are part of our community. I know that the majority of the community here is still identifying mostly as divine feminines, but of course we all have a balance internally of both energies. And I've noticed more and more divine masculines tuning into the channel. So I have received some requests from those divine masculines to channel into their perspective. And in this video, we're going to be doing that. Now, of course, just like with every reading, there are many different collectives, threads of energy, that kind of thing. So only take what does connect for you personally and leave the rest here. But I am going to go ahead and start by shuffling the cards and seeing what wants to come up for our divine masculine collective. Now, I know many of you will be divine feminines listening, so this could be a window of insight as to what masculines in your life, friends, family members, or lovers may be going through. For others of you, this could apply to your internal divine masculine. So you may actually find that some of these messages connect with the internal masculine energy within you. So what can I channel for our divine masculine collective? Well, instantly I heard the word awakening in like all capital letters. There is a mass masculine awakening taking place on the planet. If you are a divine masculine listening to this reading, I'm picking up that you are or have been in early groups of masculine energies on the planet to awaken. And this has been, I'm hearing, a task that is only given to those who are true leaders like yourself, because I'm getting like so many chills as I'm channeling into this as well, because this feels really powerful. It feels like you were assigned a spiritual role to be one of the first in the masculine collective to truly awaken to your true self and to soften and open your heart, but also expand into your highest potential. And I'm hearing that this has caused you to notice and identify patterns of toxicity, sometimes in people around you, maybe other masculine energies that you have been connected to or friends with or part of certain groups with. And I'm hearing like you've been this illuminator. And at times, this has even made you feel socially rejected because you have such a powerful, inevitable, illuminating effect with even just your presence that it can be intimidating to people. Because I feel like when you walk in a room, I'm hearing you walk in a room and like the conversation stops. Like either literally maybe people are talking and they stop mid-sentence to like look at you, or maybe they suddenly feel uncomfortable with what they're saying because what they're saying may be in line with those toxic patterns or behaviors, but you are the illuminator. You bring this energy of like presence and awakening and truth into the room. And that is what makes you a leader. But I'm hearing that your brand of leadership is very unique because you are a natural born leader in your spirit. It's a spiritual thing. And what I get is that for many masculines I'm tuned into here, you don't typically pursue positions of leadership necessarily, whether it's being promoted, going for like higher job positions, being like maybe starting your own business or being like identified as a leader, and yet people look to you as that source of leadership naturally. And there are other energies, lower vibrational masculine energies, who have been around you or even jealous of you because they sense that you have this natural born spirit of leadership about you, that you bring that clarity and truth and power into a room without even trying, whereas they themselves may kind of be needing to put on that energy artificially. And so at times you attract envy from others because they envy the fact that you so effortlessly embody the energy of leadership that they are trying to put on artificially. So with the temple path card, this is extremely significant. I also felt this connecting with your root chakra, which is closest to the manifested physical world. And what I see is this aligning of the physical and the spiritual for you. I feel as though your true path in this physical human lifetime is becoming clearer. Your purpose is becoming clearer. And that is a powerful thing because I'm getting that for a long time, you may have felt like you were walking in circles or kind of walking in the dark, very much realizing that you think differently from many people around you, especially those lower vibrational masculines. And yet at the same time, not being entirely sure where you're going or where things are going to unfold. And what I'm getting is something is or soon will be becoming clear. For some of you, this may be a purpose, a calling, a venture, a business, some kind of direction. But I feel like there's a new direction of some sort that's been calling you, and you've been moving towards that call, even as there are still a lot of unknowns in the equation. Now, can I get, whoa, okay, I asked for more information, but before I got the words out, we got the solar plexus chakra card. So I'm hearing that you've become your own center of power and also your own generator of energy. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but I'm feeling like you've learned how to be your own source of energy, of motivation, of inspiration, and that is part of why you are so inspiring to others. Because you are drawing upon your own inner strength. So others are sensing that you are someone with a strong core who truly knows who they are on the deepest level in a world where so many people are adrift. And that's why they look to you for guidance. I'm almost getting like that you are being called into these positions of leadership, whether those are literal promotions or being put in a higher position, or whether this is simply you deciding to create something that you will naturally lead, whether it's a movement or creating like a book or a course or starting a business or a career. You're being called into positions of leadership that at times feel a little unnatural to you, or you may wonder like, am I on the right path here? I feel like there can be a little bit of self-questioning, but I'm hearing to embrace it because these opportunities of leadership that are currently or will be presenting themselves to you are coming in response to the fact that you've done this healing work within yourself, where you've developed this strong inner core within you. And I just keep getting that people are picking up on this. People are noticing this. With the Magician and the Mirror card sitting on the throat chakra, there's something about balance and connection with your communication, your voice. And the Strategy card sitting on the third eye. I'm going to come back to that balance card because I feel like there's more there. But what I'm picking up with the Strategy card on the third eye chakra, which is connected to your intuition. Oh, I realize what the balance card is. This is you balancing your internal masculine and feminine essence, because the feminine is more connected to this sense of intuition, and you have internal feminine energy within you as well that I feel you've been bringing to the forefront and balancing by beginning to use your sense of intuition, use your third eye to guide you in creating plans forward for yourself, whether those are those business plans, career moves, or ways that you are strategizing and planning your life in a general sense. And that is part of what's bringing you into balance here, because you are balancing that confidence, that inner core you've developed, which really represents the masculine energy, with that internal feminine energy of being intuitively guided here. Now, with the man holding a heart sitting on the crown chakra here, I really feel as though your heart opening has super catalyzed your spiritual awakening process. So there may be someone in your life who has really truly opened your heart. Now, for some of you, this could be a mentor, a guide. It could be a family member, a friend, like even someone who is close to you, like a child or something like that, a daughter, a son, someone who's opened your heart. It doesn't have to be, of course, in that romantic sense. It could just be a family member who has opened your heart. And I'm hearing in opening your heart, they opened your eyes to something higher, like a higher reality, a spiritual reality overlaying our physical reality. For some of you, though, I do feel this is romantic. I feel that there was a romantic person who pushed you to step up into some kind of action. With the action card, I feel like whatever this love is that opened your eyes by opening your heart, it pushed you into some sort of action. I'm hearing it made you want to better yourself. It made you want to align more with that temple path, with your true soul's path on this planet. And for some of you, I'm getting that this has been a feminine energy who's connected with you romantically or opened your heart in such a way that it's causing you to hear your own inner feminine voice more loudly, your own inner intuition more loudly, almost like this feminine that you may be connecting with is sort of like this physical representation of a voice within yourself that you always kind of knew and sensed was there on some level, but that maybe you doubted because you had been so programmed in the past to doubt that inner self, to doubt that intuition. So I'm also hearing that for some of you, there is a sense that if this is the case, and there is like a feminine romantic person who opened your eyes in that way, at times they feel avoidant of you or feel inaccessible to you. And I'm hearing the word container. It's almost like there's some kind of sacred container being placed around the both of you so that you are both developing in your own ways separately while also merging together at certain points in time. But I feel like there are a lot of uncertainties and a lot of unknowns around that as well. But I feel the beautiful thing is you're taking all of that energy that you may be feeling towards that other person or from them that is catalyzing you. You're taking that energy and putting action into bettering yourself. I'm hearing into becoming the person that you have always known deep down that you were destined to be, that fully embodied leader that we were talking about earlier. With the communication card reversed, I keep getting the sense that either you are silent towards someone that you hold a lot of love for, or someone that you hold a lot of love for is silent towards you, or there's something kind of out of sync about the physical communication element here. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here. I will say that if this is a feminine, they are very attracted to your energy of leadership and to the fact that you find your core of support from within yourself rather than externally. This is a highly rare and desirable quality in a masculine energy. I'm getting that very strongly. With the angel of love and the woman holding a coin reversed. Okay, so I feel that for some of you, you may have connected with a feminine who is on her own journey of unconditionally learning how to love herself. And this is someone who I also feel may have dealt with insecurities that were either programmed into her from just society generally and limiting beliefs and ideas around women or feminine energies. And some of these ideas she may have absorbed as insecurities that she's unraveling. For others of you, this may be, I'm hearing a feminine that's being separated from, it's almost like they may have been around influences, people who didn't necessarily have their best interest at heart, or who were feeding into some of their own insecurities or old patterns. And it's almost like I see her untangling herself from those kinds of dynamics, coming into her own power and confidence. And I'm hearing loving you from that place, or connecting with you from that place. This untangling that she's going through feels necessary to create the space for the two of you to connect harmoniously with each other in the physical world. So if there has been some kind of silence on either side, communication-wise, or just feeling out of sync with your communication, that may be why, because I feel like she's putting a lot of effort and energy into untangling herself from those patterns, while at the same time learning how to love herself more deeply. I also feel that she's felt the pull into some new beginning of her own with the Sun card reversed, but there's been inner conflict that she's been going through, as a part of her has felt pulled towards that new beginning so powerfully, and a part of her has been afraid to fully step into it and embrace it. Now, ultimately, I see the passion winning out over the fear, the forward pull winning out over those voices of doubt. But I feel that, cosmically speaking, the two of you seem to connect harmoniously when you both move into that new beginning space that you are both moving into separately, if that makes sense. I'm hearing in your own way, you're both untangling from your past and moving into that new beginning, that heart-based beginning with the heart chakra card. And regardless of how communication may seem between the two of you right now, I feel that communication is open and harmonious in that new beginning phase. I also feel that, Divine Masculine, you are on the brink of some kind of major breakthrough with the Victory card. And I'm getting, it's going to be both spiritual and material in nature. For some of you, this could be a series of breakthroughs, some of them related to the spiritual and some the material. The reason this is happening is because you are the one who opened the door to your own healing, to this new beginning that's been calling you in your life. And I'm hearing, because you had the courage to feel your way through the dark for so long, even when you felt like you were perpetually going in circles or stepping into the unknown, because you had the courage to do that, you are now going to be experiencing these massive breakthroughs. So I'm going to be reshuffling the cards here. By the way, if you would like to manifest contact from anyone in your life, a specific desired person, or just to manifest more desired communication and contact in general, I recommend trying out my Break No Contact Subliminal from my Subliminals app, Sound and Soulful. I've been receiving so many positive comments about the effects of this subliminal. Many people have reported that after listening to it, sometimes even just listening once on a loop overnight, that they heard from their person or someone that they wanted to hear from. Personally, when I was creating this subliminal, within a few days, I had actually heard from multiple people that I wasn't expecting a message from, which was interesting since at the time, I was just listening to it to create it and put it into the app, and I wasn't expecting to see those like immediate results from it myself. And I've received many comments like this from others. One particular comment that I got just a couple weeks ago was from someone who listened to the Break No Contact Subliminal overnight while they were sleeping for 3 hours, and the very next day, their person reached out to them after having them blocked for 2 years. So I thought that was just amazing. One of the most powerful success stories I've heard. So if you do want to try it out for yourself and see how it works for you, you can try it free for 7 days by creating a free trial account in the app. And the link to download the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. But here we have the cards acceptance and change. And I heard acceptance leads to change. So there may be something in your life, Divine Masculine, that you are learning to accept rather than control, something that you've realized you cannot change or you cannot control, whether it's something from your own past, a dynamic with another person. I feel like there's something that for a long time you put a lot of energy into trying to change. Again, whether it was another person or the past, or just something else. And you may have fed a lot of energy into whatever this was. Ironically, the true change here seems to come through the acceptance that something cannot be changed, if that makes sense. It's strange and it sounds kind of convoluted, but it's almost like in surrendering, you ease up the energy around this and change actually comes out of that situation. Something that has felt stuck or like it's been spiraling actually begins to progress in the desired direction, in a positive direction, because you let go, because you release the need to control something and simply kept your heart open, with the man holding a heart here in the upright position. I'm also hearing something about how you communicate in this heartfelt manner that really makes you stand out, especially as a masculine energy. I'm hearing your heart is in your throat, which is strange because I know that that statement also can carry other connotations. Let me look this up for a second to get a clear channeling here. Okay, so saying your heart is in your throat can be an emotional expression describing an intense feeling like anxiety, fear, anticipation, or even overwhelming love. So strong it feels like your heart is rising up into your throat, like you're about to say something vulnerable, like you see or hear from someone you deeply care about and a rush of emotion hits you all at once. Deep emotional intensity. So for some of you, maybe your heart is in your throat, so to speak, when it comes to a romantic situation where you feel yourself almost being uncomfortably vulnerable, or uncomfortable in the sense that it's so new. And I'm getting that for some of you, yeah, there's like a specific person that's made you open up in this way, that makes you speak with so much love that at times it even catches you off guard, the level of intensity that you're feeling there. And I feel with contract reversed, this is so much bigger than even just you. This is actually about you breaking a collective masculine karmic pattern around holding back emotionally, because you are allowing your heart to be in your throat. You are allowing yourself to express your heart through your words, through your voice, through your expression. I will say with the garden and the gate upright, if there's a feminine in your life that you've felt this love for that's been keeping her distance, I am getting the word guarded. And I'm hearing that she is guarded because of experiences that she's gone through with lower masculine energies in the past. And I see that from behind the fence, it's almost like she's watching you. She's aware of you. She does have her guard up in a sense. She is protecting herself, her time, her energy. But I feel this like positive focus on you, this positive awareness of you, and this pull towards you, especially when you are in your heart. And I'm hearing that when you have your heart in your throat in this sense, when you're speaking from that place of emotion, it naturally causes this feminine to soften that guard, because she's very intuitive and she can sense that you are being open with her emotionally. And that is what pulls her towards you. So I really enjoyed doing this reading today. I hope that it reached the divine masculines or the divine feminines that are meant to hear it. If this did connect for you, I would love to hear from you in the comments section. And of course, feel free to subscribe, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. If you do want to try my Break No Contact Subliminal to help you potentially manifest contact from someone in your life, the link to get my Subliminals app is in the pinned comment and description box. Otherwise, I am sending you all huge amounts of love. Have a beautiful day, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.